Hey, my name is Breon Macbeth. My persuasive speech topic is why capital punishment should be legal in the state of Illinois. I do have someone watching me. She's gonna wave at the camera. Okay, and now I'm gonna get started. Tom Nicario and his family thought they were finally gonna receive justice when a man who raped and murdered their daughter was finally convicted. But according to an article by the Chicago Tribune of March 10th, 2011, the family was outraged when Brian Duggan was sentenced to life without parole due to past Illinois Governor's Pat Quinn's ban on capital punishment in the state of Illinois, which an article published in October 1997 describes as the sentence of death or practice of execution handed down as a punishment for a criminal offense. There are many methods for capital punishment, which includes execution, gas chamber, and also lethal injection. Today, I will convince you that capital punishment is something that is needed and why it should be legal in the state of Illinois. I'll describe to you the effects that the abolishment of capital punishment in Illinois can leave on a family. I'll also discuss how it can save lives and also solutions to this problem. Families sit in courtrooms waiting to hear verdicts of criminals whom they feel has taken something from them, only to find out that those criminals continue to live their lives. According to the Chicago Tribune article, Nicario says, I was really waiting, looking forward to sitting in the front row while they'll execute this guy. The abolishment of capital punishment can really leave a family in catastrophe, making families feel some sort of emptiness and injustice. First, the abolishment of capital punishment holds fear over the victim's family heads. According to an EJ USA article published in 2007, it describes a mother of a victim who was murdered experiencing, she says, my family had no idea that our ordeal was just the beginning. All we knew was the worst of the worst had happened, and the person who did it should pay the ultimate price, the death penalty. She then says, I learned the hard way that the death penalty is an albatross over the heads of the victims' families. The abolishment of capital punishment can leave a family in disbelief. Secondly, the death penalty can potentially save lives. According to an article by Lon Ornelius published May 3rd, 2001, it states the death penalty saves lives and repeat murders are eliminated and foreseeable murders are deterred. Capital punishment instills fear into people who potentially can hurt someone, which can essentially decrease the murder rate. According to a 2015 Appalachian State University article, it states during the 18th century, a primary purpose of capital punishment was the deterrence, instilling fear in citizens through punishment so they would know that they cannot violate the laws. In other states, the capital punishment law has resulted in lower rates of police officers being killed. According to the Death Penalty Information Center of 2015, it states 27 officers were killed in fallacious acts, a 45% drop compared to 2012 when 49 officers were killed, and 53% decline since 2004. Most of the 27 officers were killed in South, with Texas having the highest number of any state. 6 officers were killed in the West, 4 in the Midwest, and only 2 in the Northeast. If the state of Illinois adopts the capital punishment law, it can potentially decrease the murder of the police fatalities in the state. Solutions to the capital punishment law, it can be very simple. Although the law should be altered, it should also be adopted. There are some ways that the law can be alternated. This way, only murderers who premeditated can get the death penalty. Evidence. According to the HUD page article, it states the United States government has authorized individual states to use capital punishment as a sentence for hard criminals who commit premeditated murder. For example, in 2013, there was a bombing at the finish line at the Boston Marathon. This bombing resulted in 3 people dying and over 260 people being wounded. After a police investigation, it was later confirmed that two brothers were actually responsible for this one. The brother was the age of 19 and one at the age of 26 who died during a shootout. According to the CNN article published April 18, 2014, it states the death penalty attaching to a case of terrorism where people are maimed and killed a certainly reasonable option. It is needed. According to the district attorney, it states if a tragic incident was to happen like this in the state of Illinois, the death penalty definitely should be something that that the perpetrator should have to face. In conclusion, this brings me to my conclusion. If the death penalty if the death penalty was to come to Illinois, it can definitely increase the crime rate. So overall, I have convinced you that the capital punishment is something that is needed and why it should be adopted in the state of Illinois. I've described to you the effect that the abolishment of capital punishment in the state of Illinois can leave on a family, how it could potentially save lives, and also how it can increase police fatalities, and how we should adopt other states. So, in closing, I want to end today with the question: doesn't the person who took your life deserve to pay the ultimate price? Thank you.